Let's start with the CEO. Being that the CEO is overseeing the entire company, it makes sense for the CEO to be well versed in business, which is why in the position qualifications, the CEO must hold a master's degree or higher in a business related field. The CEO is also going back and forth between other C-level employees, managers, board of directors, and investors, which is why the CEO needs to have extraordinary communication skills as well as team building skills. It is also important for the CEO to have the ability to delegate tasks among separate divisions, especially when the CEO is the founder in a startup. The CEO is responsible for ensuring that company functions align with the company mission and strategy, which is why it's very important for the CEO to have substantial decision-making skills to ensure that proper business practices are also aligning with the strategy. Being seen as a leader of the company, the CEO must also have strategic visionary with a growth-focused mindset. Since HRB Enterprises is a real estate company, it is ideal for the CEO to have at least 5 years of real estate experience and also 10 years of managerial experience. The Chief Financial Officer is responsible for overseeing all finances of the company, so it makes sense that minimum bachelor's degree in finance, business, or a related field or experience is required. It is also required that the CFO have familiarization with QuickBooks and a strategic visionary with growth-focused mindset as well. The CFO is a very key position, so having previous CFO experience or 5 years of working experience as a finance manager is desired. The Chief Administrative Officer really needs to be a jack of all trades. The position qualifications include having a bachelor's degree in a business-related field or equivalent experience, supreme organizational skills, the ability to manage a variety of tasks. The CAO needs to also be customer service oriented, considering that they are also overseeing the customer service representatives. And they also need to have top-notch data entry skills. The experience required is 2 years of experience working in a real estate environment. Prior managerial experience is definitely required, and at least 3 years working in customer service is a plus to the position. The Chief Operating Officer will be overseeing multiple projects. So the COO needs to have extreme attention to detail, a forward-thinking mindset because they're going to be working with developing the brand. Also, a bachelor's degree in a business-related field. Marketing would be preferred considering they're also overseeing the marketing department. The COO needs to be creative and have the capability of managing several projects simultaneously. The experience required is at least 8 years of working as an operations director or equivalent experience, and prior lead marketing experience will also be given top consideration when looking for a candidate for this position. Moving on to the management team, I'm going to begin with the account manager. The account manager will be heavily interacting with customers. So for the position qualifications, they will need to have substantial communication skills to be able to communicate the benefits of the company to our customers. They need to love interacting with others. They need to have prior experience in accounts receivable and payable. The ability to coach others because they will be also overseeing the sales representatives, and prior stellar sales performance. The human resources manager will be interacting heavily with employees and dealing with employee issues. So having a bachelor's degree in human resources management or business administration is key. Also, the experience with handling insurance, familiarity with QuickBooks for data entry and entering employee information. Prior work experience as an HR specialist or assistant or manager is definitely preferred. And considering that the human resource manager also has to deal with particular issues and needs to have extreme confidentiality, they also need to be able to have the ability to communicate clearly and inform employees of benefits and insurance information and the like. The marketing manager is expected to be an expert in marketing. The position qualifications include at least 5 years of marketing experience for a marketing manager, a bachelor's degree in marketing. The marketing manager must also be creative to generate new ideas. Project management is going to be a plus considering that the marketing manager is going to be overseeing few staff members. Also, the marketing manager must be detail oriented and be able to catch glitches in videos and or typos. Also, prior experience with real estate marketing is preferred. That way, the marketing manager knows the target audience and how to communicate the brand to the intended audiences. The property manager is responsible for the product that the customer actually receives. So some position qualifications include 10 years of experience in construction, property development, and project management, extreme attention to detail. The property manager also must be customer service oriented. That way, whenever they go and do the inspections on the property, they're able to have some sympathy for the customer and be excited about making the customer happy and leaving them satisfied. They must also have exceptional communication skills, being that they're going to be overseeing the facility technicians. The property manager must also have the ability to critically think. A minimum education of a high school diploma and a bachelor's in project management is going to be preferred and taken over a high school diploma. Our last member of the management team includes the business development manager. So the business development manager is responsible for going out and getting the big dogs and the bigger projects. Position qualifications and experience include a background in business-to-business sales. A bachelor's degree in marketing, communications, or equivalent is required. Also, prior experience in a real estate field is going to be a plus. That way, the business development manager is going to know how to target the bigger dogs in the real estate field. And also tremendous communication skills, which is usually required for sales positions. After building the stellar team with approximately 5 to 8 years of continuous growth, the CEO should begin seeking an executive assistant with primary consideration given to internal applicants and coach them on the daily functions of each job in the company and the business model. After 18 to 24 months of shadowing, the executive assistant will be upgraded to CEO. The current CEO, Haley Barberitz, will retain her shares in the company due to the initial investment made and serve on the board of directors after the new CEO is selected. By serving on the board, the founder CEO will be on standby and will be a mentor to the new CEO to ensure continuous growth of the company for years to come.